Hey, how's it going? Oh, look at this. How cool is that? Such a vibrant purple and the orange. Amazing, amazing colours that you find in nature. So anyways, compliments. Why am I talking about compliments? I admit I had to look up how it was spelt because there's compliments with an I, compliments and compliments, or complementary. Very close, sound the same, but spelt differently, and I mean different things. Compliments. So why talking about compliments? Well, these days a lot of people are self-deprecating and they don't take compliments very well. It's I guess a thing socially, culturally, or the way we've been brought up, or the fact that we've just been around like a lot of insecure, nasty people and dickheads, basically, is that they might pay you a compliment, but it's kind of like a backhanded compliment. And a lot of people who have been through a lot don't know how to take compliments. They're always self-deprecating and they joke it off, but eventually that can become a bit old. I know I had that realization when I was quite a few years ago, and then I read some books about basically not accepting a compliment and reinforcing that negative is not good for your own self-esteem, and it also casts a lot of doubt on, or has you questioning the other person that's giving you this compliment, in that, you know, you're questioning their motives and all that sort of stuff, which can be a bad thing if they're really being sincere. And don't get me wrong, there are people out there who will compliment you just to suck up to you, just because they want something off you. I'm not talking about those people, forget those people. I'm talking about the people that are sincere, that come into your life, pay you a compliment, and you toss it off or self-deprecate or say like things like, oh, this old thing, you know, but this and but that. Stop it. It's not that easy, trust me. I know, I still do it, trying not to. Sometimes I just say thank you very much. And then it's like an awkwardness, because also people are used to people thanking them for compliments or self-deprecating, and then some of it is like people wanting to encourage more compliments and feed their own ego. Other people, you know, feel like me, it's kind of just awkward, and I'll say thank you. Sometimes I try and come up with a compliment in return. And giving compliments, not just, oh, you look good and blah 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 and empty stuff. Compliments to me, I try and find something really good about that person, or something different, not just a general, oh, you look good. I remember there was a person, they're a bit scruffy and all that, but the one thing I noticed about them during the whole evening, I was going out to a formal event, was that they spent the whole night in heels, like stiletto heels, like huge high heels. And I was like, well, geez, they complimented me on my clothes, and I'm like, you know what, that's pretty cool. I said, look, mate, I love the way I've seen you all night, and I've noticed that you've been in the heels all night, standing around, walking around, and that's just amazing. I mean, being more specific with a compliment. Something that you actually find, it's not something that you just made up though, because I thought that was pretty amazing. Someone could actually spend like 6 hours in stiletto heels with a platform, you know, and they were quite tall too. So, you know, I was like, oh geez, I couldn't do it. I'd be a bit sort of unsure and a bit wobbly and all that sort of stuff. But learning how to accept compliments is not an easy thing. I mean, have you had people that have given you compliments and you automatically, just like that, try and degrade yourself, saying, oh, this old thing, oh, but this is that, and oh, I could do better here, and blah blah blah? Have you just sort of thought to stop and say, okay, oh, thank you so much for that, and then, you know, try to pay them a more specific compliment, not just, oh, you look good too, or something like, you know, I love the hair, it brings out your eyes, I like the way this colour blue looks on you, you know, something being more specific. Have you ever given just blanket compliments, or just you look good, or you're so sweet, or I think you're great, or you look so beautiful? Or have you given specific compliments to show that you've actually paid attention to the person, you've actually noticed them? And how do you think you could actually be, I guess, more comfortable with accepting and giving compliments in that way? You know, how's that going? One of the reasons why I said that, you know, accepting compliments is a good thing and not so self-deprecating is because of that programming. You're like, you think your brain is a computer, and what you say to yourself, and which includes those self-deprecating things, is your programming. If you keep running the same programming, you're going to come up across the same errors. And not only that, but it might compile, it might compound the error rate. So if you can tweak the programming a little bit at a time, it doesn't have to be all immediate. Just every so often when you catch yourself doing it, just go, okay, well, thank you for that. That's very nice, thank you. Yeah, it could help a whole lot. I know it has a lot with me, in that it's no longer that conscious. I don't have to make a huge effort to consciously do that, and consciously like look for things, particularly with people. Like, you look at people in a different way if you actually look for a sincere compliment, a specific sincere compliment. You find things different about people. It's most interesting. So today, how about you look at somebody, if they pay you a compliment, have a look at somebody and see if you can remember something specific about them to pay them a compliment in return. Okay? I know it's probably pretty heavy for a Wednesday, but given it's a bit cloudy and some rains in at least Brizzy are predicted for the rest of the week, I thought it might be something that, you know, could cheer you up and cheer other people up. Giving and receiving compliments, it doesn't cost anything in terms of money, and just a little time and thought. Okay, so I'll catch you guys later. Bye.